Talked about the zone read out of the pistol. Okay, and I think this is where it's really taken off. When we first started the pistol down pass, we were running the G scheme. And that first 2 years of pistol, that's what we ran. And that's what got the offense started. And then 2007, we had a young quarterback, freshman, and we said, oh boy, this guy's pretty fast. We need to get ways for him to carry the football. So we need to go to zone read. Problem is, here's where the quandary came, is we went the first spring, we put in a whole zone read package out of offset shotgun. And at the spring ball, we sat down and go, we're probably the dumbest coaches in America right now. Okay, all right, when they're all set at zone read, run the pistol, it's the rest of the offense. So that became our project, is how to run the zone read and stay in the pistol. And we figured it out. We trial and error again, because once again, nobody was running the zone read out of the pistol. And first we started the pistol, then we started the zone read out of it, but paid a great dividend for us, and it enabled us to use our quarterback as a runner and progress from there. And what we came up with, the zone read out of the pistol, is it's the 6 members in the family. Okay, so in designed it, there's 6 members. I'm going to write it up here on the board. The zone read family. This will make sense when we talk through this. And today we'll probably just be able to cover 3 members of the family, and we can come back later tonight and cover the others. But the 6 members of the zone read family are the 1-man game, the 2-man game, and I'll define them all. 2-man game with a lead. Okay? 2-man game with a double lead. 3-man game. And 4-man game. Okay, now the definitions. What does all this mean? First is a 1-man game is you are showing triple option, or 4-man game, you are showing all the elements of your triple option. There's no read. You're handing the ball off, and you're blocking the defensive end of the read. Okay, it's the last thing you'll come to. So this is last in the progression, guys. Okay, when you use this is when teams are running everybody to your quarterback and they're crashing the end to take the dive and make your quarterback pull and make your quarterback the runner, and then they're outnumbering your quarterback. So what you do is you give them that look, and this will make sense when we get all through it. You give them the look of the triple option, but you trap that in with a tight end, and you hand the ball off. Everybody is run to the alley to defend the quarterback. There's nobody left in the middle. Okay, 2-man game is the quarterback or the running back is the ball carrier. Okay? Running back or the quarterback, you're reading one guy, and either the quarterback's going to give it or keep it. We're going to cover that today. Okay, in this session, we're actually going to cover these 3 right here. 2-man game with the lead is your quarterback, and your running back is a read, but you're bringing a lead blocker to the alley. Meaning that if your quarterback pulls the ball, you're bringing someone else, you're borrowing a blocker. We call that advantage running, to put a hat on somebody in the alley. Okay? 2-man game with a double lead is your quarterback and running back's the carrier, and you're bringing 2 lead blockers for the quarterback. And I'll explain how that came about. 3-man game is true triple. So you got running back, quarterback, or pitch. In a four-man game, it's triple with either a lead or a load. Either block at the second level with the load or the third level with the lead, meaning you got triple and a lead blocker. There's a lot of stuff coming there. We're going to talk about the first three, but these are the 6 members of the pistol zone read family. Okay? This is what we came up with, and this is what we lived on. Those later years in Nevada, what we did. We ran horn, and we ran this, and that was it. That was it. That's what we did for our run game. We ran horn and we ran this. And you just mixed up our formation. So start talking about the run game. Already talked about the philosophy. Let's go to the zone read. There's the 6 members we just talked about right there. Guess I could have used it on the PowerPoint. I'm a habit is chalking still. Okay, I'm getting more technical knowledge better. But there's those 6 members. Let's talk about the zone read, the running back. Okay, he has the right of way to vertical push. What we're telling that running back now. If the zone read's on this side, he's going to step, and he's going to take half the quarterback with his second step, and he's coming right at the quarterback's tail end right there at that second step. And he has a right of way to that window. He comes downhill. It is the quarterback's responsibility to catch, hop, and get out of the way, put the eyes on the read. We tell our back to take half of the quarterback. So, I lead step, my second step goes right and cuts that quarterback in half, and I go. And we talk about whatever, that's your window. We talked earlier about windows. And we're going to run right at that window. And if no color shows up in that window, I'm going to press it. We're going to talk about the running back is the most important thing for your offensive line, about not cutting behind the line of scrimmage. Okay? The play is dead. If this running back gets the ball and he's cutting behind the line and not pressing, your line will never get to the combinations. You've got to press it. And we train that running back to stay on that window. If there's no color, you stay on it till you find a wall. Okay? When you find a wall, and that's the running back's butts, you stay tight to the walls. These are key points, and then when we show the film, it'll define itself. Okay, we also tell the running back, run as if you have the football. Run as if you have it, meaning if the quarterback pulls it, you still should be training yourself to run through the window and stay tight to walls. These are extra reps. Don't just pull up. Okay? Run as if you have the ball, and then space is not your friend. When you get off the wall, there should be no space between you and the wall. Okay? We don't want any air. These are our running back base principles right here. This is how we train our backs. Okay? Those 5 things right there. When we get the film on it, it'll make a little more sense. Quarterback, we didn't overcoach. You're going to lateral step to the side. You're going to catch it, you're going to hop out of the way and give that running back the right of way. Get your eyes on the read, bend your knees, and read it. Okay? And that's about all we told them. Okay? We didn't say I've heard people talk on the pistol zone read, they say take a Z step, a J step, an R step. I don't know what that stuff is. Okay? Or an L step. Okay? Basically, catch the ball, hop, get your butt out of the way, and let the running back come right away. Get your eyes on the read. Stem the ball. Stem the ball. That's his base principles. It is his job to get out of the way. When you see it on film, see if it's a lateral step, it's really a hop step. And he's going to catch it, he's going to hop out of the way, get his eyes to the read. Stem the ball, keep your knees bent. Here's the key right here now is your own line. Okay, we use inside zone blocking. Our zone footwork is we step 6 inches by 2 inches. We take a 6-inch lead step, upfield 2 inches, 6 inches to the right or the left. We keep our shoulders square and our toes square. We don't bucket step. We're going to come off, we're going to create movement. Our first goal is we're going to push the front, we're going to create double teams. We call them clamps. Zone read will not work, gentlemen, if you have penetration. Here's a case in point right here, center. Okay, that's the #1 clamp we got to teach. I see it blocked different. I got a 3 technique, and I got a backside shake. And we're running zone read that in. And the center steps over, that 3 goes away, and the center steps around to climb to the backer. Okay? You've killed your play, it won't work. We've got to lay a clamp, so we train our center. I step over, there's no immediate penetration. I second step back, and I create a clamp right here. This is crucial, because what is that running back being taught? To read that window. And if there's color in that window, he's going to start cutting. You'll never get to those linebackers, guys. Okay, I create a clamp. All he should see is our asses here. Ass to ass. He keeps push, and now he brings the backer to us. Okay? Play side. I got a play side guard here. We're reading back there, but this is the play side. The zone is going to the right. Let me explain that better. The zone's going to the right, the quarterback's reading back here to the left. And I got an inside technique. Our guard will take his cheat step, and he will clamp. And create a step and run away from movements. Where the guy is, here I step, and he slants. So I'm a guard here, and I got a 3 technique, and I step zone this way, he slants in, then I got to put my second step back in and create a clamp. You just don't go, okay, my center's got him now, and do that. Penetration, you should be a wall. Should be a wall there. No penetration. So important for that offensive line. Backside tackle. That's the read side tackle. The quarterback's reading. You got to know who the plays dive zone read team. You got to know who the quarterback player is, and they have to make sure your line knows how to block it. Because that means they're making you pull the ball. Okay, now I've always flipped my offensive line. Had a strong side and had a quick side. So the first plays you saw today, the horn. That strong side can run the play side of that horn. That's what they do. They down block and they pull, and then quick side, back side. That's it. By the way, been the quarterback key. Okay, so very important, those principles. You've got to create the double teams. You can't allow penetration. You clamps, guy call them clamps. And our tight end, if he had a 7 technique, would clamp at the tackle. We'll see him on film here. Okay, but these are principles you've got to know. All right, let's talk 2-man game now. You've got 6 blockers. You just need to run 1-man game. Your 7th blockers the read. That makes sense. Okay? I love this formation. Let's remember this tight end trips formation. Because you could go up and down the field choosing your 2-man game. Your 2-man game in this formation based on 1 or 2 high safety, 2-man game. Everybody see right there. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some 2-man game right here. So there's that tray formation. 1 high, 7 in the box. 7 in the box, we're going to go 2-man game. We're going to go to the quick side here. Knowing that if this end crashes, we got half for these 6. There's nobody for a quarterback in the out. See him step over, he checks. They stand, he doesn't lead this guy, that's covered. So if our running back keeps the football, we can press it, there's a wall. See how we're building a wall right there. Okay, watch the tight end here. See him clamp back right there to the technique, creates a double team. Chris linebacker depth, if they fade, stay back there, keep driving. Keep driving. We've made a wall here, but now one-man game, the ends come down, we keep the ball. Get another look at it here. One high. There's nobody in the alley. The quarterback run. Okay. Backside tackle is the key now. He's got to take this guy square. Right there. That's perfect. See how he took him square? Why? Because he's blocking for dive and he's blocking for quarterback keep. Now these guys get really good. The quick tackle does. That's what I mean being a master of your craft, expert in your position. Because he's been the backside of the zone read. He'll know if this guy's coming off his ass real tight, quarterback's keeping it. They learn that. Because they've refed it in half line 100,000 times. And he'll know to go up and take the outside peck on that linebacker. It's amazing. Okay? They get in this system, that's why I like to flip the line. Because this quick tackle becomes a master's craft. Or if I step down and I feel that end's loose, that means he's playing quarterback, ball's going to get handed, I'll attack the inside peck of that backer. They learn it. A lot of reps, they get good at it. That's a real key point. So right there, he attacks right there to the outside. He felt that guy right off his ass right there. He can feel that. Watch the center again, clamp. See what we mean by the clamp? We got no penetration. So what we're saying, if this end would have went upfield, our back could press until that linebacker gets to our double team. You do not want to cut behind the line of scrimmage. You're dead in the water. This is all about laying clamps. That's a beautiful clamp. Okay, I love that clamp right there. That center's laying a great clamp. Back, that's his window. There's no color on that window. Press it. Press it. Tackle knows right now. Quarterback's keeping that one. I can feel the end. I'm going to cover that backer with his outside peg. Block the run for him. A lot of good teaching points on that clip right there. Okay, this one should have kept it. Did a poor job reading it, but watch the clamp here. See the clamp again? See how the guard did not run off and leave the 3 technique. See him clamp it right there. So that's the back's read right there. There's nothing in his window. So if we hand the ball, I expect that back to run right up their butt and then find a wall. So again, you start cutting back here, you cannot capture these backers. Okay, you see how it brought the backer to the block, if that makes sense, guys. We got to make the line's job easier. These backs cut here, these guys fade, we can't get to them. We bring the block to the blocker, and we should have kept this ball. Okay? That ball should have been pulled and ran in for a touchdown. But I put the illustration on here to show the clamps. Show the clamps. Create double team. Love that clamp right there. Okay, this one we're going to study the backside tackle. Okay, he knows now that he's got to block that backer. He has got to block that backer. The quarterback's pulling it. That's a trick stunt. They're tricking us. They're making us keep it because he's got quarterback. We got to block him. Okay? I got no problem with him doing that. Or if he were to take and ride him to the sideline. Because here's the other thing that I disagree with, and I've heard it 1,000 times, and people talking about zone read, is that they train the quarterback to circle the defense. Okay? You're not going to always circle the defense. And you're going to have this quarterback running lateral. My philosophy and our philosophy was, when we came up with this, is when once that quarterback pulls the ball, he is what? He's a runner. He's a freaking runner. Okay? You don't tell Yeah, horn play, we don't tell that back to circle defense. We tell him one plant and go. He's a runner. It's like this quarterback is. Right there, north-south. Okay? Take that for the 5-6 yards you're going to get. Because if you tell him to circle the defense, then that kid can't do his job. Okay? Can't do his job. You've got to make it to where your own line can have success. These guys are the hot shots, the athletes. Okay? So right there, that's a great job of a backside tackle, knowing that's the quarterback player and blocking the quarterback player right there. Great job. All right. Same play, we're just going to motion to it. A hell of a clamp right here on the backside. Okay, we're really teaching the clamp. So again, two-man game without an alley player. That's all you need. Don't have to worry about it. They make a mistake, quarterback's gone. Watch the clamp here though, guys. See how they covered that up? So if we handed that ball off, that back could press. It's so important, these clamps, guys. We've got 3 clamps laid across the front here. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. There's no penetration. If this end runs upfield, that back's got a wall to run on. He's got a wall to run on. You've got to teach clamps, guys. Once again, the back takes half the quarterback. That's his window right there. There is no color on that window. He's reading that. There's no color, press it. Run as if you have the ball. And he did. They tackled him. That's great. That's great. Okay, once again, let's watch the backside tackle. Once again, it's 1 high. Watch the backside. That's a fade backer right there. See that backer's trying to play both? And the tackle captures him right there. That's a nice job. And he didn't get a good feel. This end initially made him think what? His end was soft, he's wide. He thought this ball was going to get handed off. And then he adjusted the end. You just got to rev it. That's why I like flipping the line. I can do a drill with these 2 guys right here all day working the backside of the zone. These guys I can teach to make clamps. These guys I can teach that. So again, Sanders too fast on his clamp. He needs to clamp that. See, I don't like that. His color's showing there. I don't want any color. Run it back. Run as if you have the ball. We pull it. Run as if you have the ball. Good job by the quarterback giving the runner back the right of way. So again, talking about want to lay a clamp. That's a beautiful clamp, right? That's what it should look like. So, and our O-line and our backs meet together. Okay, we believe in that. On Wednesday after practice, we go in and we watch our inside run and our team run period together. And I run the meeting, so the backs and the O-line hit the same verbiage, and they start complimenting each other. So we tell our back right there, that is a great job right there of pressing it. And we tell the O-line, that's a great job of clamping. Okay? And they hear it in the same room together. So they all know what we're doing right there. But that's a great clamp right there. If this end would have went upfield, we had a wall, and it brings the block right there. Once again, we're going to lay a clamp right there. So we've created a double team right there. It's all about laying clamp. This is a physically blocked play. Zone is not a passive play. I don't believe in that. We're going to come off and we're going to push and create movement. We're going to come downhill hard and press. Harden and press. So once again, created a clamp right there. 2-man game. This is a nice illustration of the back. Okay, let's watch him. Excuse me. There's his window, there's his read. Watch the clamp. So right now, there's no color. That is not your window. That is your window. You press it. And watch what it does. Now you see him get tight to the wall? Yeah, that's a great piece of running right there. Okay, because most guys with a panic saw that and start cutting. He starts cutting early. We can't get to that. Okay, he runs right up their butt and presses it, and then hugs the wall. Can't straight that enough. Hugs the wall. All right, here we tell right here now, space is not your friend. Get back on that wall. He's too wide here. He's getting back there, but we want him right there. You can be surprised how many arm tackles you'll get out there in safety when you hug walls. Okay, I really like the back there. I like both guys. Watch this clamp. See how we did not run off and leave that? We created a clamp there, created a clamp there. Back pressed it, now we've created a wall. We've created a wall right there for the back to run on. Okay, it's the key to the zone read. Okay, we'll get some more cuts of this. Okay, we'll go over, actually go over the tackles rules here. This is a good illustration on that. Once again, that back should be like he's shot out of a cannon. There's no hesitation. Okay, everybody should be coming off, and that back should be downhill fast. Alright, so now this tackle's taut. Okay, if it's on and outside, the quarterback knows right now we're not reading the end anymore, we're reading the outside backer. This tackle's to block onto this guy. So if that guy starts and walks out, the read changes. There's no communication. We don't have to talk about it. They know it. Why? Because you do it in your half-line drill every day. You have your half-line, this tackle's a master at this. What he does, okay, you walk down to it. So he knows we're reading that. I got to lock on to that guy, basically cut him off right there on base blocking. Watch the clamp. Great clamp. And watch the back press it. See how he's on that wall right there? That's good running, guys. That's good running. That's how it's coached. Okay? That's how it's coached right there. You don't cut back here or we'll never capture that block right there. You press it. You press it. Okay, quarterback, hop step, eyes are on his read. That was an easy, that's a nice run for 5-6 yards. I really like that run. Once again, two-man game. They're rolling the coverage. They're rolling the coverage here, so there's nobody in this alley. Great time to run two-man game. This is actually being choice. Quarterback is choicing this. He can run two-man game here or here. He knows the secondary's rolling here, and there's no alley runner there. So you're all on your own now. That's what you want, no alley runner. So again, let's watch the end zone. Okay. Tackles up to there. This guy's back on the guard. Now, if he's on the guard, you don't ever clamp back to it. Only when he's on your shake. The guard's on his own. But watch the clamp get laid here. Watch this guard. See, we put the second step back in on movement. So once again, there's no penetration. And we create a wall. We're building walls. Same movement right there. Both these guys have moved. We've captured that movement. Second step to crotch. We've captured that movement. Second step in the crotch. Okay, and then the tackle. Okay, it's taking that back to square, blocking for the quarterback to run right there. Okay, feeling that guy come down and attack it right there. You see the clamps being laid right there. There's a clamp there, a clamp there. There's no penetration. There's a wall. There's a wall right there. This is one of my favorite plays because it illustrates how important the clamps are. I love this play against blitz. Okay? Okay? We'll watch it from the end zone, really see how it hits. Okay. Got blitz coming on both sides. That's your read right there. Now, at the last moment he walks down, he's now the read, he locks onto him, it happens that fast. Quarterback goes read him. Now, here's what you got. He's angling A gap, he's angling B gap. Where do you lay the clamp at, guys? Okay, the clamp has got to be laid in the A gap. The A gap. Here's why. If you double this movement in the B gap, that center is going to step over and have a penetrator right here in the A gap. If you're going to have penetration in your A gap, your back will not press. There's color. Because in this blitz, guys, if they're blitzing off both edges, the middle backer has the running back man. We have got to capture the middle backer. Okay? So by doing this, we lay a clamp on the A-gap defender. Right here, the back can press. See the clamp being laid there? Now the back, there's his blue the wall. He can run right to his tail end and make this guy commit. And make him commit. And he did, now we captured him. But if we blocked out here and this guy penetrated and that back's got to cut back here, this guy will scrape to it every time. You will not capture him. So, who's got to know this? Is this tackle's got to know you're on your own. You're not really zone blocking anymore. Man block him. Watch it. Watch his tackle here. See him block back? I don't look like inside zone. It isn't. He's covering him up so these two can double. So you get these movements where they're slant A, slant B, and dog, double the A gap. So your back can press. So this was great when we're in the film room together, because they clamped that there like they're supposed to and allow no penetration. So you complement the O-line, and then you complement the back for staying tight to the wall. And look, he didn't cut till he got to their butts. And we made this guy commit. This guy commit. Then once again, this tackle knows now, that's now the read. So does the quarterback. He's upfield, got that right there. And there's where your big plays come. Okay, I hope this is great illustration, because we're going to see this scenario come up later when the tackle didn't know this, okay, and we turn the guy loose there. Okay, that's two-man game. Two-man game with a lead. Now you game plan, all right, is if your quarterback pulls the football, do you have a half break in the alley? And if you don't, you got to borrow a blocker. Usually two-man game with a lead is against too high coverage. Okay, remember we said we would talk about this tray formation? This is how you can choice. You get this formation right here. Think back to the first drawing. You tell your quarterback, if it's one high, run zone read to the quick side, read the quick end because there's nobody in that alley. If it's too high, you run zone read to the strong side because we teach your tight end, when zone read comes to his side and the tackle's uncovered, you arc and block the alley. That's your lead blocker right there. You can go up and down the field in this formation, and that's the beauty of the pistol zone read. You're not showing your hand which way you're running it. He's right behind it, and you can run zone read to the left or zone read to the right all day. And you don't have to move your back when you change the read side. He's already there. Guys, did this. And Collins' freshman year, that's what he did. Okay, he's a freshman, 18 years old. Okay, you don't complicate stuff. We got this formation. It's too high. We ran zone read here. We arced the tight end there. We read that in. If it was one high, like we saw in the first drawing, we ran zone read here, read that in. There's nobody in the alley. So that's what we mean. Two-man game with the lead. Now, when you game plan, two-man game with the lead. Okay, I'm just going to put A. Is equal to three-man game. So game plan is easy. Whatever we're going to call for a two-man game with a lead is also your three-man game. And instead of that lead blocker going to the alley, as you see in this drawing here, he just comes behind in his motion, he becomes the pitch. So really, you don't have to game plan 6 components. You really only have to game plan 3.5. So these two are married. 2-man game with the lead, and 3-man game, he just becomes a pitch. So we're borrowing a blocker, so the quarterback has to carry. So you run it to the tight side, you arc the tight end. You run it to the open side, you bring a receiver motion. This is actually a wing back. It's a bad drawing on my part. He's 1 by 1, and that's the wing back coming there. Okay? 2 high zone coverage. 2-man game with the lead, or your 3-man game. Get some better looks at this. Oh, let me back up. I know I forgot to cover it. 2 tight end set. 2 tight end, 2 flankers, another choice formation. All you teach the quarterback here is look at your tackles. If there's 2 guys on the line of scrimmage outside your tackle, you can't run it there. Okay? Because what's the tight end's rule? Tight end will arc as long as the tackle's uncovered. So you look over here, there's 1 guy on the line of scrimmage outside your tackle, that's where you choice it to. This is another great formation to choice it to. Okay? Choice it right to there. And we'll get a look at that here in a minute. Okay, so we're going to arc the tight end to the alley here. Okay, we needed to lay a better clamp than that. We're too quick on our clamp. See, we made it. It's a good thing the quarterback got to keep the ball. If we would have handed it, we'd have had a bad play. Because we're making this guy cut too soon. Okay? Tight into the alley right there. We'll get you a better look. I want to show you this. There's that 2 tight end set we're talking about. So you come up right here. Okay? 1 guy outside. He's going to arc for it. There's your read. This is really a nice clamp. See what we mean by the clamp and the back press? And he stays tight to the wall. Stays tight to the wall right there. So tight end's rule is tackle's covered, he's in the zone, and we read the outside. Tackle's uncovered, he arcs. Okay? So widen that. We don't mind that at all. And him get to the safety right there. It's actually a good job of running by the back. Love the clamp though. Love the clamp. Stay on that a little bit longer. Okay, we're going to motion to it. So we already saw this earlier today. If you've been in all 3 sessions, I'll just give you a real nice package. Get your 2 back. You can motion across, make that guy a 7, and run what? Horn. You can motion, make him a 7, and what? Run the down pass. And then all of a sudden you're going to motion, he's going to start jumping out. Now you zone read his ass and you arc the motion man. It's like with the tight end. There's a nice 3-play package. All looks the same. So you motion him across, he's in, start jumping. Okay, I'm getting a horn or down pass, and you arc. So he plays soft. Now you can hand the ball off. Gives you a nice zone read package. So nice little combination right there. Once again, there's your clamp. That's in the back's reading. We're just going to arc that. Keep slow to play it. There's your clamp. Look at your clamps being laid right there. Great run by the back. There's nothing on this window. There's no color in that window right there. Press it. Go. Go. It's going to bring the blocks to the blockers. So again, they lay a clamp there. They lay a clamp there. Okay, everything's covered. You've got clamps laid all the way across the front. Okay? Watch this one right here. It gets movement. There's your tight end arcing. So once again, you game plan this. And if this tight end arcs, and we pull the ball, if he blocks him, we got a touchdown. Okay? So we need to borrow 1 lead blocker right there. Lay our clamps there. This one almost went. Tripped over the receiver. I want you to watch the movement. Watch the 2 clamps get laid on the movement, guys. See what we're talking about? Okay, and we do this drill. This is a movement drill. I like to do this drill twice a week. I like to do it in the shoes. And all we do is we work those combinations. and we slant from 3s to 1s and 1s to 3s. Do it twice a week. They get good at it. We also work it to where if I'm a center and I'm stepping to a 1 and the 1 loops away and I got to climb right now. So you're running away, or if I'm a backside tackle, backside tackle, and I'm coming over on a 3 zone that way, and the 3 angles away, we stab and climb up to the backer. We teach all of our linemen, when you climb and the movement goes away, to stab with that hand. What did that just do? Squared my shoulders up. Okay, because sometimes guys, their toes get turned and they're like this. Okay, and that guy slants away and they stay on that path and they don't get squared to their backer. So we teach them there, the guy goes always stab, and it'll square your shoulders back up. Okay, do that drill and twice a week. And I love doing it in the chutes. Okay, we just call this our movement drill. 3s become 1s, 1s become 3s. Watch both guards, they look the same. Okay, second step goes back to the crotch. Clamps laid, that looks the same. Back presses. Now, our guard left too soon. Push to what, guys? Lying back or depth. He left that too soon, and we get a little color. See what that did? It knocked the back out. The back, I want that back there. He trips over that guy. He stays there, he scores a touchdown. Guarantee it. Okay? Guarantee it. Okay? We need to keep the back tight to that wall there, but that's our fault for leaving too soon. But I like how we capture it. Once again, that's the back's window right there. So he pressed it, popped right out the front there. Still a good game. But you want to touch it. This is actually double lead. Okay? It's actually clip a double lead. I just want to show the clamps on the back side. Okay? We're actually bringing 2 lead blockers for the quarterback to run. We had a hell of a we had a good runner in Arkansas. We had great throwers. Both quarterbacks got drafted and throw, but we had a real good runner. So we put in a pistol package for him to let him run. Watch the center lay his clamp right. That's a great clamp. That's a great clamp. This is actually double lead. So we're making sure we got an extra blocker for the quarterback there. We want the quarterback to be able to run this. But that's illustrating the clamp right there. Good clamp right there. Back would have been able to press it if we would have kept it. Okay, this is a lead. Now we need to know who the quarterback player is. Okay? Quarterback player, they're trying to make him play dive. He's got the quarterback. So, we're going to read the outside backer here. If this outside backer makes us keep it, we've got to get a block to him. So our tight end has got that responsibility. What we did is we changed the read. They were crashing the D-end right here, and making us pull it and have him and him double team the quarterback, outnumbered us. So what we did is we base blocked the D-end, made him the read, and blocked the quarterback player. Because that's what you got to know. If you're going to commit to this package, your job as the play caller in that first 2 series is you got to know who the quarterback player is. Because what you watch on film that week is probably not who it's going to be. We got a different defense every week. Why? Because it's option, it's different. It's like when teams play Air Force and Navy and the triple option, they change their whole schemes and they sign this and that. You'll find it the same way here. Okay? So this is something we finally ate. He's got dive. These 2 are playing quarterback. So let's read the quarterback player, block the quarterback player, take the dive player away by basing him. Once again, there's your quarterback player right there. So this is 2-man with a lead. 2-man with a lead. There's a lot to this, knowing that. But now you block the quarterback player, you win. Okay, you got the best runner running the ball. So he's reading that. See the tackle come out and base block that guy? That's what they were doing. They wanted you to zone. They wanted him to take dive. And these two to play quarterback knowing that he can only block one of the two. So you based him, you made him the read, he didn't know how to play it. Okay, watch the clamps get laid again. You see their butts right there? So what would happen if we would have handed the ball off? We'd have held play two. And what is the running back doing? He's running as if he what? Has the ball. Because the clamp, there's the clamps laid. He's going to press it, find the wall. There's his wall right there. Okay? So, my term for this play is a dealer's choice. Okay? Dealer's choice. He can hand it or give it, but he always had a rule. If in doubt, pull it. Pull it. You can outrun about everybody out there to do it. Okay? Slow the quarterback and make sure he handed the ball. But that's a look right there at clamps and knowing who the quarterback player and why you need a lead. Once again, teams playing man coverage. Right there, there's the quarterback player right there. Okay? He's got the dive, he's got the quarterback. So we're removing this corner so we get all this green grass to run. We're going to block the quarterback player. Okay? And then now we can pull the ball. We got the quarterback player blocked. That's what we want. This is when you want to utilize leads. Okay, I'll talk about number 4 here in a minute. What else are we doing with that guy? Okay? This is something that's real fun. I'll explain the history behind that. But we got the quarterback player blocked and we'll let the quarterback run. Alright? First thing now, what's the tight end's rule? You do not arc if the tackle's covered. Watch the tackle lay a clamp right here. That's the read. See the clamp get laid by the tackle. So they built the wall right there. There's the window. See the back running? If we would have handed it, good play. Alright. What else is this guy doing right here? Okay, this is called a blinder. This is called a blinder. This came about by mistake. Spring practice. Okay? Kid got confused and thought he was supposed to go in motion on a 2-man game. And after practice, our D coordinator comes to me and goes, "Holy cow! What was that crap you guys did on that one play?" And what do you mean, coach? He goes, "Our backer came back and said, can't see shit." Okay? Because we timed the motion. You time the motion. We snap the ball when he's right at the tight end butt there. Look at this. And I go, so when I watched film that night, we always film from the butt. So what I did is I went and watched the defensive copy. It looks, when it times out, that's what the linebacker sees. Who's got the ball? Who's got the ball? That's what we mean by blinder. We discovered that shit by mistake. Say, wow, these players are smarter than us coaches. Okay. So we started using blinders 2009. It's great. So we had a man team here, so we wanted the motion and get the blinder. These guys don't know who has the ball, can't see it. You can't see who has the ball. I mean, it timed out perfectly. Okay, that's a blinder. You got all these guys stacked right here. Wait till you run some double leaders for 2 guys stacked in front of it. Okay, stuff gets really crazy. Okay? But this play's good to go now because the tackle's covered. He becomes the read. The tackle's going to lay a clamp. Okay, there's your blinder. There's your blinder, there's your read. Okay, would he have been okay to hand the ball off? Sure he would have. This guy's in a gray area. We hand it off, we got the back's doing a great job running the ball. Once again, his rule was, if it's gray, you keep it. The other quarterback, hand it. Okay? He got the green light. Well, that's what we wanted. We wanted him running the ball. Okay? So again, lead. Okay, we're removing the boundary. Right here, this was example. This team he was the quarterback player right there. Okay? Now when you get teams committing your quarterback, they losing run support somewhere. You guys got to find out where they're losing run support. So again, I really want to illustrate the clamp here. It's a hell of a clamp. Look at that clamp. See him come back and clamp that square and then stab out of it. So now the back can press and get on the wall right there. And real important. So again, tight in. Okay? Now let's go over this rule. This is another rule for you. We teach two things. Anytime you're running to the weak side and there's 7 in the box, you cannot arc your tight end. Okay, so you have got to tell the tight end, and we just say full. It means full zone, which means they're working there, they're clamping there, the tight end's got to handle the 7th guy in the box when you go weak. So remember that point. Okay, so actually, that's his backer for the guard, but he's not going to run off, he's going to clamp it first. He's going to lay a clamp on it and then come off on it. Once again, there's your B gap run defender playing quarterback. There's nobody in the B gap. Okay, get an arc right here. Here's another look at the full call. 7 in the box. Now, tight end's responsible for him. That's a good play there. A 5-yard gain. But the tight end's responsible for that right there. He's got to go block him. Okay? But see the full zone all the way out there. This is an example of a 7-man box. You got to bring the zone all the way to that backer. Center's working all the way out to there. Something you got to know when you work quick and weak. That's why the strong side's the only one that ever has to do with full call. Quick side never has to deal with it. So they do that in their half-line drill. Nice job of running the wall. He's tight, hugs the rumps, real good. There. This kid ended up rushing. Well, he was about 3,500 yard rush in his career, and he's about a 4.8 back. Okay, but he knew how to run balls. He just did everything right. Okay, so here's that 2 high look we talked about, that tray set. Remember we talked about choice. You take anything out of here today, because you're a pistol, you can choice it. 1 high, 7 in the box. You run it here, you read that in. 2 high, you run it here where you can arc your tight end, you read that in. So this is choice all the way. Now you got a hat for everybody. Once again, your receiver, just like he does in horn, he has a bypass rule. He has that same bypass rule. 2 high, I take that. 1 high, I block man on. He uses the same rules. Now you got a hat for everybody. Come up right here. Bypass. We're going to lay a clamp to him. Watch the tackle. See him stab out of it when the hips went away. Hips went away. He pushes out of it. Now he's square. Square, square, square. Because if you get your runners, you've got to give them a 2-way go. So again, it's a good job of staying square right there. So again, tight end arcs, there's your read. Now you got a hat for everything in the alley. Same play you saw earlier, different formation. Okay, we're going to bring him across here. Do you remember the 2 tight end set where he went and got the quarterback player? We scored earlier. It's the same look, but we're changing everything up now. He's going to take dive. We know he's got dive. We knew who had the quarterback earlier. It's the same team. We knew the safety had the quarterback. So 5 clips ago, we had the tight end here. We blocked the tackle on the dive. We read the outside backer. And we put the tight end on the quarterback player right there. We're going to run the exact same play again. But we're going to do it differently this time. We're going to let the dive go. So we're going to pull it. We're going to bring him over here for the overhang. We're going to put the tackle on the quarterback player. Because it's the quick side tackle. That's what he does. So you watch the tackle nose, there's your quarterback player. Watch him come up and capture it right there. And here, did we circle the defense? No. The guy's a runner now. We got it, pull, right there. Tackle drives his ass out. Quarterback runs it where he should be. So once again, it's the exact same play. We changed up who we read, who we blocked. But the key points I'm going to make is we had a guy, we blocked the quarter, both these touchdowns. We had it up the quarterback player, the guy that they're assigning to the quarterback. Okay? One, we blocked the dive player. Now we're letting the dive player go. We're making him the read. Okay, and we're blocking him. The one before, we blocked him and made him the read. We're just changing it up. But one was to the quick side, one was to the strong side. Okay. A great job by the tackle. Watch him knock this on the guard. This guard's going to slow down his footwork. He's going to knock it on him and then capture the quarterback player. And they'll block him. If he wants to run out there, then stay on him. It's your job to run where there's daylight. You're not circling the defense. You're a runner. You're a runner. You're a runner. Once again, the clamps laid there, clamps laid there. Just in case this guy were to run upfield, we hand it. Now we captured the quarterback player. Great job by the tackle. Okay? Too high, we're going to borrow blocker. So now, this could be triple option or two-man with the lead. Once again, they got an extra defender over here, so we got to borrow or bring a lead blocker to the alley. There's your read. We'll tackle those right now. This ball's getting handed off. Look how loose that guy is. He didn't feel him coming down. Okay? So I got to capture that backer right there. Center, we never clamp back when he's on the guard. That's up to that guard. He's just got to cover him up. That's nice running by the back. See how he pressed it? He didn't cut back here, guys. He ran all the way to him before he cut. That's what we mean by pressing and hugging walls. You got to teach your backs to hug the walls. Hug the walls. So again, we lay a clamp there. Okay? We cover that up, and the back presses it right there. If we would have kept it, we got a hat for him. But that's a give all the way. All right, last thing we'll finish with is one-man game. And all you're doing in one-man game, guys, is showing triple option, or I like to show it off a four-man game or double lead. Meaning when we got everybody running to the quarterback, and they're having the end take the dive. So when you're, okay, that's what you're doing. The end's taking the dive, and you're bringing an extra guy to the quarterback. I can't borrow enough blockers. So you're taking all your second and third level defenders and running them to the alley. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it look like a lead, but we're going to trap that in. We're going to block the dive player. We're going to kick him out. We're going to hand the ball off, knowing that you're running everybody to the alley. If we crease it, it's over with. It's over with. Okay, that's a one-man. This is the last stage in your progression. You go to one-man game when they've committed all 11 people to the right game. You got extra guys running to the alley. Get you a couple of looks here. Here we go. That's a great look right here. Okay. Remember we saw the look with the double lead before when the quarterback pulled it and kept it? Well, now this next opponent is committing everybody to the quarterback. We're blocking it. Okay, so this is first and goal on the 9. We're going to run this play 2 plays in a row. They're both one-man game because we knew coming in that they were going to try to stop the quarterback. So we'll run that one for 6 yards. Okay, good clamp right there. There's your wall. But this is a design. This looks like the double lead we saw earlier. Okay, they'll come right back to the next play and run it again. Watch everybody go to the quarterback. See all the people playing quarterback right there? Watch this backer, watch the safety. You got 3 guys out here playing quarterback. Okay? It's a designed run the whole way. That's when you want to run one-man game. Now, once again, you got movement B gap, movement A gap. You're going to double the A gap. The tackle's got to block man on. He forgot that. He forgot that. You saw that cut earlier. He should just step down, cover that up. Because we're laying the clamp there on movement. Laying a clamp there, laying a clamp there. That's great running. Look at the back. He's on the wall. But look at everybody run to the quarterback. He's what I'm talking about. We pulled all their second, third level defenders out. They got nothing behind. You get right on that wall right there. Right on that wall. Okay, get you one more look at one-man game. Okay? So once again, you know, it's the exact same play you just watched. Remember that last play? The back was here, and the wing back was here, and the wing came across in the back arc. It's the same play, it's just dressed up different. He's going to arc from there, or he's going to motion across the arc. Once again, this team, look how many people are committed to the quarterback. 1, 2, 3 guys committed to the quarterback right there. So a whole second level is doing what? There's no second level defenders. Okay, so you need one guy to be out of his gap. Okay, so you've been running 4-3-4-man game. You see this is when you want to call one-man game. They're telling that guy to crash it. We're going to block that. All you need is one guy out of his gap. This is when you want to go to one-man game. So it's the last part of your progression. Obviously, your quarterback's running the ball well, and they got to start committing more people to it. That's the guy who made the mistake. He committed. See him fade to the quarterback as well? He got out of his A gap. Right there. There it is. That's all you need. That's when you want to use one-man game, guys. Okay, I hope that gives you a start on the zone read family. At least we went over the principles. You know, there's a lot to it, and we can touch on that more tonight if you guys come back. But you know, as long as you teach those principles, clamps, building walls, pressing, all right? Running back getting the right of way. Make sure you know who the quarterback players are. Block them. This stuff works pretty good, and then you can win. You can have a lot of fun running the same